This is my third Trashion piece made out of 100% recycled frozen fruit packages that I've been collecting for over a year. So it's about that time of year again where I make a Trashion piece. And this time I'm on my third Trashion piece. You may know me from the mask outfit that I made or the jacket I made out of plastic. And this year we're on to something new. Some may call me a hoarder or some may call me innovative. This is my way that I give back to the environment. So I don't know about you guys, but I love smoothies. So amongst other packaging, for over probably 2 years now, rather than throwing out my plastic smoothie packaging, I've actually been rinsing it out, drying it out, and then saving them. So I actually have no idea how many I actually have, but I have a vision. And I haven't just been collecting smoothie packages. I also collect like frozen dumplings. This is like pita bread. Just anything that's like a plastic bag that I can easily rinse out. I've just been saving because I have a vision of a jacket, so almost like a rain jacket style, probably oversized, that possibly it could even fit over top of everything else here. So yeah, that's the vision. I'm gonna draw it out for you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm not really the best drawer, but with what my vision is like big sleeves. I want it to look almost like loungy, like big wide sleeves. I'll probably make this one all the way down to the floor. So this will be open in the middle. And then I want it to have a big hood. Like again, really wide and sit. This drawing is hilarious. So it's just like an overcoat. This is the vision. And let's go with it. Also, I love that I just randomly picked up this notebook. It says Love Our Earth. This is the exact whole point of this video. Compliments, if you're seeing this, I've bought in a lot of your frozen fruit. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to use the other packages. Right now I'm going to stick to the Compliments frozen fruit ones just because I have the most of that, so it looks the most cohesive. But I'm definitely still saving the other stuff for something that might come out of it. Maybe I'll have enough to make a bag. Oh, I'm actually probably going to have way more than enough, to be honest. The amount of single-use plastic that we're using, and even just me, like literally these frozen fruits are just me over 2-3 years. I just can't throw things out. I mean, I can throw things out, but it just feels so bad. Hence why I have an outfit of masks and a plastic jacket. I just feel really bad throwing things out, especially if I feel like I can make something with it, and even better, make a statement with it to hopefully inspire other people to start thinking outside the box, and or just thinking about how much single-use plastic that they as one person are using. And I know this is a complicated subject because like what else are we supposed to do? Like everything comes in plastic. So I don't necessarily have a solution for that, but at least with this, it's making a statement and I'm using my garbage to make art rather than just to pretend it doesn't exist and throw it away to never see it again, except it lasts forever. I was organizing my closet the other day and I had this big bag of plastic packaging, and for a split second I was like, am I insane? Like, do I actually have a problem that I can't throw things out? And like, don't get me wrong, I have a whole other bag of like empty little makeups and empty things because I'm just like, oh, there's gotta be something, you know? Anyways, I hope these Trashion pieces, each one can touch on a different industry. So obviously this is the healthcare industry. This plastic one I made from McDonald's plastics. This is fast food. This is gonna be grocery. I eventually wanna do a makeup industry. I just wanna touch on all the different industries and all the waste that it produces. And as myself as an artist, what I can do to use my art as artivism, to just get people thinking and hopefully get brands and companies to find solutions. And these colors are kind of perfect because we're going into spring and summer anyways, so they're bright colors, which is fun. And something about this just seems so exciting. I love the idea of the impossible or the difficult or the challenge to do these things. I remember when I thought about making this outfit, it really just started from me collecting my masks because I couldn't get myself to throw them out after one use. And then after a while, I was like, oh damn, I have a lot of masks. And then all of a sudden I was like, what can I do with this, right? Like now that okay, the first step is not throwing it out. And then the second step is then imagining what can come out of it, what can I create? What's gonna break the box, break the barriers, make people think? And it's kind of a fun challenge too, because when I set this idea in my mind, I get excited every time I'm saving something from going in the garbage. I get excited, like, this is exciting. Look how much I have. And it's just a simple step of rather than throwing it out, I wash it out, let it dry, and put it away. I've had this idea for a couple years now, and I actually started this a couple years ago. So I've already sewn some together, but I just didn't get a chance to finish it just because life got in the way, you know? So here's one piece that I already sewed. I must have done this, like I said, 2 years ago. So the idea is to sew all of them together to make a big piece of fabric, so to say. Then I will cut out the shapes that I need and then sew those together. So I've got a couple edamame things in here, but they match the same vibe, so I'm gonna keep them in rather than it just being frozen fruit. The whole idea is just packages. Part of me thinks I'm probably gonna stick with the blue ones just because it all matches. We're getting to the end of the bag. I even thought to keep these, the things you rip off. I'm wild. Don't even get me started about the amount of tapes and empty toothpaste I have. I'm gonna find a solution. I will find a way. Okay, now that we got them all organized, let's count them. So first I'm gonna count the big ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 45 empty big bags of frozen fruit packaging. Now let's count the small ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 20. 20 small blue bags. So like I said before, the whole plan is to basically sew all the pieces together and then use those pieces to then cut what I need based on how much I have. I'll probably end up doing sections of 6 bags. So for now, it's just gonna be a lot of sewing, a lot of making the patchwork. So I'm gonna time lapse that part and then I'll come back when I actually start to try to structure it. Let's do it. So you know you're doing the right thing when it all just makes sense. With the large bags, I've been taking 6 and making panels of 6. So 3 on the top, 3 on the bottom. And then I have a lot of the small bags and it just so perfectly 4 small bags, 4 small bags, 4 small bags. So 12 small bags total is the same size as 6 big bags. And then I was like, oh no, I already have 4 small bags here that I've pre-sewed. And then of course I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 bags left. Perfect. After about 2 hours of sewing, I finally sewed together all the packaging plastic into these sections that I'm then going to piece together to make the structure of the jacket. 1, 2, 6, 7, it's getting heavy, 8, this is the one from before, this is extra long actually, and then this one kind of turned out a little messy because I didn't do it right the first time when I did this 2 years ago, but that is a lot of packaging. Because this is the only white fruit one I have, I actually might cover this one up with one of the extras that I have just so it's all cohesive. This is definitely not easy to go back and fix something, so that's why it's always recommended to, when you're going to start a project like this, make sure you're in a good headspace, make sure you can think clearly so that you can do it the most efficient way possible. I feel so good and motivated every time. I've been procrastinating this for so long, and again, it's been years in the making, but I'm putting a song out this year for Earth Day like I did with my second single ever. My second single was called I For One, and that's actually when I made the mask outfit, and I put out the song I For One on Earth Day 2021, and I put out this outfit on Earth Day 2021. And then I did the plastic jacket on Earth Day with my project It's Cool to Care 2022, and then 2023 and 2024 was just a lot of moving through things and healing, and I just wasn't as focused on my music, but now I'm back. So this year on Earth Day, I'm releasing a song and I'm gonna be revealing this 3rd Trashion piece with it at the same time. So that's super exciting and I'm just really proud of myself and I'm really grateful that I pushed myself to do this and I actually set aside the time to get it done. I believe my next step now would be I'm gonna take this out to the backyard and I'm just gonna lay it all out and just start to visualize what I need to do. I know I need to make the front panels of the jacket, the back panel of the jacket, sleeves, and then maybe a hood. I feel like a hood is going to be a little complicated, so I don't want to waste any of the bags on that, but I'm going to try it out. I've never made a hood before, so I love to challenge myself. The wisdom made it through. Okay, so I just measured my approximate height from my shoulders to my ankles, and so just 2 sheets of these will go pretty much to the ground. This section is going to be the back, so full section on my back. These 2 I'm going to cut in half and then sew to each side, so that'll be kind of like the front, but cut in half. And then I'm going to use one of these to make one sleeve and one of these to make another sleeve, literally just by doing this. It will just open like that. And I'm going to attempt to make a hood, which I've got these 3 options. This one's pretty cool because it's like all the small ones. So I'm going to take these 6 sheets and make the basic structure of the jacket. Here I am cutting 2 6-part panels in half and then sewing them together lengthwise to create the front part of the jacket with the open slit. Then after I sewed that to the back panel, I had this really square looking situation, and then I realized I needed a neck opening. So this is me contemplating, and then I cut a little neck opening. But now I've got these super boxy shoulders, so I kind of look like a robot. This is me just trying to figure it out, looking very high fashion, darling. And because I didn't sew over the opening of the packages, we have all these pockets. And then I was trying what it looked like out tuxedo style, and honestly just trying the sleeves, trying to figure it all out. And then we start getting into me trying to figure out this hood situation. Your girl was struggling. It was not making sense to me. So this is me just trying to figure it out. Honestly, it's so ridiculous. Then in order to sew the sleeves, I had to do it by hand just because of the loop situation. So this is me just sewing the sleeves by hand together. Then we got the first try on of the fit. It was so oversized and honestly super clunky.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, this is a whole process. Okay.
It looks like you're doing it so fast though. Like I can't think we did this today.
I have to cut the sleeves shorter, but... So as you guys can see, it was super clunky and oversized. This is me just sewing the sides a little thinner. And then I realized I had to cut the sleeves because they're so long too. So this is me just honestly just trying to make it fit to my tiny little body because it was so massive. But honestly, for what it's worth, this is looking very chic and honestly turned out way better than I thought. So this is my 3rd Trashion piece made out of 100% recycled frozen fruit packages that I've been collecting for over a year. So I actually had this idea for 2 years, but I just didn't have enough bags to get it done. So I've just been slowly saving them. And this definitely didn't turn out perfect, and it was actually much harder than I expected. Because of how boxy everything is, it kind of just looked like I was in a big bag before, so it's a little hard to get it to fit. But the whole point is it's not supposed to be perfect, and that's why I love doing these Trashion pieces, because it's not about the skill, it's not about making it perfect or trying to make it exactly like it would be with fabric. It's about just seeing how I can get it done and just honestly sometimes doing it as messy as I can. Like a lot of the ends aren't the same length as you can see here. A lot of the strings are still hanging out, but it turned out really well, and I'm super grateful for it. Another feature that I think is pretty cool is I left all the pockets, or actually most of the bags, open. So these actually all act as pockets here. Just unzip them so you can put your things in them. And even in the sleeves here, these are all pockets, which is really cool. Speaking of not needing a bag, just wear this jacket. You've got pockets in the sleeves, here, literally all over the whole thing. At the bottom, you could sneak anything you wanted in here. I was even saying that I can even blow air into each of these pockets and close it up, and then it can be like a puffer jacket as well. Or I can put, you know, more fabric in there or more plastic in there and just put more in this jacket. So yeah, I think it's really fun to mix trash and fashion together, which is what Trashion is. And it's funny that it's raining right now because this is meant to be a rain jacket. So as you can see, there's a lot of different ways that you can use your own creativity and your own innovation to make something new, to break the boundaries, to push the limits. And yeah, I'm super grateful. And I also put out a song called One and the Same on Earth Day, April 22nd. And that is all about just connecting to the planet, connecting to each other, and connecting to ourselves. And I'm just super grateful for this piece. Thank you for watching how I made it. I hope that this inspires you. Fully made out of 100% recycled packaging plastic.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Woo!
So it's funny that I made a rain jacket because I go out to film this video and it's literally pouring. Yay! I literally called on the rain. So it's now pouring. We just filmed a video in the pouring rain. Thank you, Andre. Love you. Brought here, we all have a purpose to take care of Mother Earth because we know that it's worth it. We are for the land as the land is for us. To go back to our roots and learn from those who we trust. Who understand the importance to give back what we receive. That if we take something from her, we must have something to leave. Be who we're meant to be, the meant to be. We help to plant the seeds, take a breath, thank the trees.
I know it's distractions, choose divine illumination. Tend to my heart and soul until my cup overflows. I choose to act out of love, remind myself I'm enough. I see myself within you, we are one, that's the truth. We come back down to earth and plant our hands on the ground. We bow our heads to her because she's wearing the crown. For one another while we're singing the sounds to bring us back together. We were lost, now we're found. Something about the way our breath resembles the waves connected to the moon, even in all of our faces. Rivers of the earth are like the blood in our veins. We feel the beat in our heart, we are one and the same. We're so grateful for this life. It's time to let love shine. It shines so bright. Light up the night. Eye will you match your eyes to mine? No need to hide.
Well done,
Will
Katrina.
Oh my god. Thank you for watching this video. I appreciate all the support and I hope you have a beautiful day.